Now, to do what I'm about to show you, you actually want to be in arcade mode and one-hit mode, but you'll get the idea. So, again, you need a turbo controller for what I'm about to show you. Almost there, guys. Alright. Dash up this hillside, maybe we'll change weapons just for fun. Actually, that's not weird. I think you just have the tomahawk, you can see. So the heat seek is actually a pretty good weapon. Alright, so basically, if you put yourself here, and you've got your dash button, right? Put it on turbo, and get a clamp, and just leave this doing this all night, and in about 12 hours you'll earn like 80,000 points. Because if you just hold this button on one-hit mode, like you don't want to come here on life mode. I'm just holding on the rapid button, and once you run out of lives, by holding on A on rapid, which is the dash button A, I mean, you can just put a clamp on this, maybe tape it down, but you'll earn 82 points every time you die here on one-hit mode with dash on. So just dash off the cliff, and every time you die and continue, you'll get 84 points actually. So yeah, in like 12 hours you get about 80,000 points on one-hit mode, and
resume admission.
In about 24 hours, whether that's 2 12-hour shifts or 3 8-hour shifts, you'll have enough points to buy every medal in the game without having to play the game through. Like, I think about 25 times is what I did the math on, maybe more. It's fun about 5 times, but anyway, then you can buy all the medals and characters, and you won't have to work so hard for it. Alright, so final thoughts on the game. So again, if you're on one-hit mode, that'll be 84, and you'll die faster, so don't do it with meter mode. Alright, said that enough times. I'm going to put up a chart later of all the characters' abilities, and yeah, this is where it gets annoying on this game. If your controller's batteries pop, like if you're playing alone, it's pretty hard to beat this game by yourself, because of some parts where like it's just too much of a stretch without medals or modifications, unless you're a pretty good gamer, where you might not be able to get through a couple of different bosses or levels. And if you add on extra controllers and like just cycle between these guys, you'll get I mean, you can play one at a time, 2 at a time. Obviously, if you completely die out before you add a second character, then you wind up having to go back to whatever the last continue point was. But whatever medals you start with and whatever lives you have will be persistent between each character slot. They don't restart it like completely full until the continue happens. So. Yeah, the way that handles controllers is kind of annoying, if not even buggy. One thing for sure, when it does crash, you typically get all your credit, if not maybe even sometimes I think double. But I hope they don't fix this. I would call it like feature/bug, in which like if I put on turbo cycling, I've got some really nice weapon options that are, I think, much cooler than the stock offering. Although machine gun hardly highlights that. Actually, Lance's character, who's on the wrong controller for that, dang it. I can only simulate this then. Yeah. And one of the worst weapons is the special spread, because it doesn't handle that particularly well. It's interesting because if you time it right, it'll actually be charging up and you can release the charged version of the spread being from the red. But yeah, for that you'd have to kind of know what characters have that, and I'll put up a little map of the various features, which is basically that each character has either a plain or modified weapon and or secondary overload, and some have double jump, some do not, some have triple jump, which is brownie, some have fight and hover, some have dash, some don't, some have grappling, some don't, and some have a slash capability instead of a dash, or in place of one of the dash buttons, depending on the character. And all those things kind of change the playability of the character. But again, I feel like the females are broadly nerfed, and from a studio that's made some really cool, strong female leads, I think they need to consider making a stronger female character or some better medals or something. One final thought, and I hope this somehow gets to the developers, is there's a kind of odd character in this game named Beowulf, who is some type of Contra forefather. He's actually quite a bit taller than even like the Wolf or the Stanley Ironside character, and it would be really cool to be able to play him as like a medal or an option you could earn, because who doesn't want to bring a sword to a machine gun fight, right? Anyway, I hope you buy Contra and play it. It's a fun game. Definitely something worth having when you have friends over to play. And maybe if they could add an online mode, that'd be cool, but I think they've got a lot of bugs to work out for that to be possible. So thanks for watching the review, and hopefully you learned a trick or two and get your 160,000 or so points to buy all the medals. Alright, take care. Bye.
Study in progress.